Welcome back, everyone. It's your boy, Lure Rose, currently back at it again. We're playing some Dark Souls 2. Now, I'm gonna just see about playing this game until it's finished. I'll go back to Final Fantasy, God of War, all that stuff. Just playing the games that's left to play. And we're gonna get them all completed slowly but surely. So currently, we're on our way down to a rotton. We took out the Royal Rat Authority. I did it off camera. I mean, it's not like people are like hyper watching this. I'm no Markiplier, no Super Saiyan. See if we can't get this one. I missed. Don't like that. Don't like the other one. Yeah, I have a little bit extra time today, so you know. That was very close. That was very, very close. I think that this specific one has a bulk zone. Did I get a message? I gotta check that out. Hold on. Anything at all? No? Oh, let me. I'm thinking about it, so I'm not just sitting here. Background. This last thing. Everything this time fully tried out. And if not. Exercise each got my attacks, that's what you do. But to answer your question, yeah, I'm streaming again. It's kind of nice, actually. This is the wrong way. We're gonna go where the exploded guys are. I'm not gonna lie to you, I spent like the last hour dying over and over and over again. Kind of fucking ridiculous. Just a smidge. So fall damage in this game is kind of ridiculous. So to fall from up there to down, from up here to down there, instant death. And they have the expectation that we're going to use every single ladder here. That's what we're going to do. Use the ladders. So once we're down here, we're stuck. We can't really get back up. It is a token of spite. So now we can actually access another area in the Huntsman's Corpse at the arena. Welcome to the gutter. So we're gonna take an item. You guys hear that voice crack? So we're gonna take an item. It's called a flame butterfly. We're gonna burn our torch. I think we have about 40 minutes of torch open, which is good. We gotta look around for. I think we can drop down through here. Getting through here is not too hard. It's not too crazy either. We'll get here. We didn't need to actually use a flame butterfly, but we're gonna start lighting things up. But it looks like this is like the closest thing to a dump. We'll dodge that. Now what you want to do is that you want to slowly light everything up. There's no way back up there, is there? No, okay. So we don't have much of a choice but to run and jump. There we go. We're gonna light everything up as best we can. Get all these scones. We'll get these scones lit up properly, and we're gonna go from there. Now, the problem with this area is a little bit crazy. It's actually a bit of a maze. We're gonna jump over here and break these. We should get our hands on the dark pyromancy flame. You don't want to break these. And I see that there's a giant fuck off dog in here. I'm not gonna light that scone down there because I don't want to aggro that thing. But those have a bunch of corrosive acid inside of them, so you want to just avoid that. The corrosive acid is just gonna break your armor down, your armor and your weapon. So it's actually a really, really tragic way to do that. You're not slick. And a fragrant brand, so if you're replaced for one that we used to have to. No, we have to use one to get down here. There might be. That'll be for the shortcut for the rotton. That's what we use that for. Ooh. So getting poison here is going to be a very, very, very common thing. And the problem with this area is that it's really, really bad about... Gotta start burning our life gems. Just a drop down point right here. Let's take this guy out real quick. Yep, that's good damage. Gotta light this cones up, we're gonna light him up. The quicker we run through, the better. We don't have as much time as we might think. These guys do have, as we start seeing regular enemies with elemental based weapons, there should be something back here. We'll light this up. Yeah, I forgot how off these dogs are. They completely unhinge their jaws, just like the kind of the freakiest thing about them. I don't see any items in these. Please turn around. Thank you. Great. I don't want you to do that. Stop. Like that, please. Turn around. Getting spat at by everyone. Shoot. So what's going on? What's up? Nothing much, man. Life is doing pretty good. Married life is amazing. I'll admit it's not for the most faint of heart, but we are strong. We're strong. We're good. Life is pretty fucking great at the moment, so I can't not complain in the slightest. No, also might be buying the Ninja Gaiden collection. It's just $20. That's cool. Grab that. Light this up. I'm not falling in. Please don't be falling. So this guy right here, you see him? Asshole of the fucking month that one is. We're gonna ignore those bugs for like 1 second. These are very Demon Souls-esque enemies if you pay attention enough. Yeah, then tomorrow. Is it the sale or like the actual weapon cut? Get that away from me. That's gonna destroy any and all of my... Oh, what the fuck? Where'd you come from? Don't tell me you had that torch just sitting up your ass. You nasty motherfucker. Let me see here. Ah, quit spitting at me. If I want you to spit on you, I'd probably pay you to, honestly. I don't know. Nope, get his ass. If you guys can't hear that, there's like this weird, like, heartbeat noise going on. There's something over here I want to just go ahead and check out. Probably will do that. Light these up. This is the only level of the entire game that kind of requires that you get your head in the game as far as like... And this is like the weird fucking brood mother. And she's just freaky as shit. Like it looks like a fucking termite is what this is. Like you ever see a termite queen? Poison wasp. What does this do? It's not doing anything. So that's just one of like the super weird creatures you'll just find here. You'll find like weird enemies like that throughout the entire game. I'm not even kidding. It's why I think it's one of the reasons why I tend to think that Dark Souls 2 was a bit more creative compared to like the rest of the other Dark Souls. And then you have Bloodborne, which kind of takes that creativity and sends it over the edge. Exact same thing about Sekiro. Like the more that you play these games, the more you'll start to realize that the Dark Souls series is relatively basic. Not like it's a not good type of basic, but more like a, okay, we have other games that have a lot more to offer than what normally meets the eye, if you guys get what I'm saying. I really want to say there's a bonfire around here. They might have took it. And that's kind of like the... Okay, there's nothing over here. There is a bonfire over there. I would like to sit there. You see that? You see that? We're at that point in the game where enemies just do stupid damage for no reason. I'm thinking of Elden Ring, y'all. Hold on, my bad. I'll tell you what, that shit gets on my nerves. That was my one gripe about playing Elden Ring that just drove me insane. I did not like the fact that most of the enemies did a ridiculous amount of damage, especially toward the end game, where you're just sitting there just like, okay, so I'm doing this and this. Let's not jump down there. So I'm trying to figure out how to get over there, and I can't help but to feel like there is... Okay, you can't break that. Oh, but you can break this. Okay, there we go. It just took a little bit of creativity. I need 2 mind spells. I want to have Great Heal. I need 28 Faith. I don't have 28 faith. How much faith do I have? What are my stats at? Oh, okay. I need 6 more levels to get great heal. So this is kind of that point where we start heavily pumping our faith stat, because most of our damage, pretty much everything we're doing is coming from our faith stat. And I think it's kind of the beauty about Dark Souls builds that most people don't really give enough credit for, is that you really can, a way you can play the game is through running only 2 or 3 stats at once. In fact, I'd go as far as to say the more efficient you can make your stat spread, the more optimal you can make it, the better the game's going to be for you. Like, as much as we give strength unga bunga build shit, it's gonna fall off. That's what I want to do. Okay, we're gonna climb down here. This should take us down to the bottom, and getting to the rotton should be as simple as just running for it. Okay, we are out of stamina. Jesus Christ! God bless! Why are y'all doing so much fucking damage, bro? Holy shit! Well, they've just spawned here. Let's pop one of these. We gotta get ourselves human effigy. Most important thing we need. The most important thing that we need. Let's go through again. Dodge past that. I do want my safety torch. I like my safety torch. It's the only area this is the only place in the entire game that having a torch is actually very useful. And if I'm not mistaken, I went down this hole. I'm guessing I just woke up everybody. Persephone, do you see off my controller? Let's stab him. And the one time having a mid-torch would have been a nice thing to have. So let's just route everyone around. Let's take you out. You gotta play the game just like a little bit more careful what I have. And I'm trying to like blast through this game so I can get done with it. Because I know I can under normal circumstances, but I'm so out of practice that the thought of actually doing so, I'm doing it well. It's not translating the way that I want it to. And my cat's currently playing with me as well. So there's that extra added challenge, you know what I'm saying? It's like a challenge run, cat in your lap challenge run. Will the cat let you play the game that you want to play, you know? We, as right now, don't need it anymore. Here is a bunch of life gems. No. Okay, there used to be a bunch of life gems there. There's one thing I have to say about Scarlet of First Sin. They've moved everything around. It's not a bad thing. I know a lot of people kind of got irritated that they essentially just like redid the people placement. That's about it. So we get 2 more Fragrant Branches of Yore. And then we start seeing more of them. We're hearing more things. There's a lot going on in this area, by the way, too. So we need to go in here. We need to light this up. There we go. We're gonna sit down too. Now you turn around and go back out here. This is going to be an absolute pain in the ass. Do I have the heal poison miracle? I don't. Normally I would go get it, but there's really no point because the only time we're going to need it is over here and getting through this area without much problem. I mean, honest God, we could probably just run through here, but we're going to take our time, fight everything. Those things are just absolutely fucking freaky. Stop! So what makes this area such a pain in the black ass is everything staggers you. So I can't just beat ass in peace. Look at him. Even he's getting like busted straight in the mouth. Okay. So fucking annoying. Oh my gosh. That did no damage to him. Get off me! God damn! Leave me alone, bro! Dude, if I die to this guy, I'm gonna like crash the fuck out. This is it. This is the culprit. This is her. Can't play the fucking game. Can't play the fucking game because you just won't allow it. Just won't allow it. Just won't allow it, Joe. She's a fucking crack ass. And yeah, my patience is like wearing very, very thin. Don't know why. I'm just like, you fucking fuck. What you guys don't know was that I died about 8 times in about 10 minutes. And this is area alone, simply to fall damage. Like, this is a great game. It really is a good game. I'm not gonna sit here and act like it's not a good game. It's not. There's a lot of new things we're trying out that I kind of appreciate them for being willing to try. The problem is, okay, that's cool. There we go, take them out. Ow. Ooh, you're off the board, hold on. I don't have to go. I know I do. Hey, can you, for the love of fuck, face the right way? Just one time? God, it's the only thing I hate about the fucking rapier. Is it a good weapon? Yeah, it's a good weapon. But y'all need to stop acting like it's this fucking godsend from heaven. He has no fucking voice. Get out of here. No. You bought an external SSD, you can't run games from it. I'm trying to solve the issue. Make sure that your system's partitioned properly. Check your partitions. And you might have to like go through and just like resync everything with the SSD. That's what I would do. And then probably have something run through it to make sure it's okay. Let's take him out. We got plenty of large side 9 charge. Why even have enough? See, this is okay. Okay, this is driving me insane. Okay. Yeah, see that's the thing. That's the thing about this. This game deploys weird as shit. They decided that they did deploy this game very, very weird, and you're starting to see where it kind of starts to like really break apart. So this is the part of the game when you start to kind of see certain aspects not really work, and the hate this game received was, in my opinion, it was warranted hate, mostly because it did things differently, and but it wasn't like a fun different. It was like a really weird, what are we doing type of different. We're gonna run for these guys. Grab them. Hold on. Break a branch of you're this guy. We gotta wait for him to do his thing. Oh my gosh. I'm being attacked on by 3 sides. So you go for the entire animation to kind of go down. We're actually gonna light this bonfire. So we'll spawn right back here when everything's kind of said and done. There we go. I swear I'm good at this game, guys. I'm just tired. I've been to the gym all day. I'm gonna give you all the excuses in the world. Yeah, I'm tired from the gym. You know, my hands, my arms are all doing weird things right now. Nah, I just suck at this game, bro. It's been a long time since I don't game as much as I used to, and if you don't use it, you lose it. That's kind of how it works, and it's a very true statement in my opinion. I really don't think there's a more true statement in my opinion as far as like doing things goes. And we're actually going to sit here and grind for a bit. My main goal is, in fact, to try to get my hands on as many Titanite chunks as I can. I don't know how many I have in my inventory at the moment, but I have enough to where I could probably get the Hide Knight sword upgraded and leveled up as well, because we'll be making that lightning too. And he invaded again. Isn't that interesting? I'm not finding him out here. I'll find him back here again, simply because it's a bit easier. There's a lot of there's a lot of nonsense going on in one place, so you gotta be both careful and ready at the same time. Okay, so I guess he took care of himself. I'm pretty sure he fell off the edge. He might have gotten hit pretty damn hard. Not for sure. For the next shoot for some reason. Do I have any lightning pine resin? I do not. We got dark pine resin, that's about as good as it gets. We got 2 different things, so we do have 2 of these, so 2 more of these, so there are plenty of pathways. We need to burn that. I don't think I have an Estus flash start just about yet, so let's see if we can't different ring of sacrifice I can probably put on here. We don't need the ring of binding, and we got the covetous serpent ring. We need the Chloranthy ring to be more than honest with you. We'll replace the bracing knuckle ring with probably the Leo ring. So after I beat the Rotton, we're gonna go back to the High Knight Tower of Flame and take that place on and see what happens. Should be a lot easier than it was last time. This boss isn't hard. As you can see, I'm doing some pretty ridiculous damage to him already. Let me put up. Is that like a pro? And he's dead. The rotten is... So the rotten... Grab this, it's a fire seed. We're not really running a pyromancy flame this game. Although I know it sure as hell did the last time. And the door should be right over here. There it is. We took out another primal bonfire. We're still going to go through and explore the rest of the area and still do some heavy grinding to get things taken care of. We have 100,000 souls. Petrified something. We can get something kind of cool from it if we're lucky. Go through here. We like the bonfire. And know it or not, we can actually go ahead and like step into the DLC. I don't think that I have the key yet. No, I don't have the key yet. This man's not future. No, I'm not. You don't got the geese. Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. Show live. We got kind of lucky there. No item drop on that one. Do they all respawn? No, they don't. I was confused. I was like, wait a minute, because I stopped by those pits of tar earlier. They weren't there. We're gonna sit here. Get back up. We have I think it's after we defeat the Iron King that we can really get a lighting build up and running as good as we can go. So I need to upgrade this chime. I realize that, like better damage and stuff like that. And we can put a lot into our faith as well. But I want to get my rapier up to like +10 real quick. So these guys aren't giving me what I want. I don't know. I have no idea what was stopping me in that second. There goes a little bit more range. Now, in my opinion, the F-stock is actually a bit more busted. Especially two-handed. And I'm halfway tempted to grab the S-stock because it has more range. I'm kind of curious, actually. So there is like a really cool NPC that runs with that specifically. So you can get an S-stock, yep. One, just do one. I know. So, what this build is... You know, the thing about the S-stock is that the S-stock was never meant to actually cut. This is really, like, to be completely honest with you, this is more of a rapier than the actual rapier. And if you take a look at, like, the amount of range it has... S-stock has so much more range. What would happen if I was actually going to upgrade it? So the question of the day is, I got 8 Titanite shards. I'm not wasting that on that. Where is it? Where's my time? 104? There we go. We still have like a couple of Titanite shards left.
I'll be around.
Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at this. So first off, we'll remove this. Let's equip our +6 chime. 136, 184. This has a lot more counter damage. This is more piercing damage and just better range overall. I have two-handed. We're gonna keep grinding here for just a little bit. This might be a bit of a, it's gonna be a little bit of a grind session, but we need 6, we need 12 Titanite chucks to be honest with you. So we're gonna keep on. But the R2 is really fucking good. So what I usually would do is it's R1, R1, R2, R2. It's a pretty nice combo because the R2 will more likely catch them. And yeah, we'll get poisoned, but we're not really burning a bunch of effigies or anything crazy like that. And with our chime, we can pair this to a pair of binoculars and do some pretty interesting things. Is that all of them? So worst case scenario, I gotta join the Covenant of Champions. Actually, before I do anything else, before I actually forget, we gotta go back to Hyde's Tower of Flame. We gotta go through the whole area again. We gotta take out Dragon Slayer Ornstein. We have to do that. Like, if there's anything that needs to be done, it's that specifically, because I keep forgetting to do it. Now, I did some heavy grinding here earlier. I was intent on getting the High Knight armor for this. Ow, bitch. Now this has more... It's the same amount of durability. And then we also still have this wonderful weapon. So a good thing about this game is that coming across health-based items is not too crazy. I think there might be one around here. There is one. Yeah, so you get some pretty good damage here. We're gonna switch back to our S-Talk. That'll be our main weapon for the whole game. Simply because I forgot all about like what the build X have. I thought I had a rapier, but he has a death stock instead. Alright, so this is where it kind of gets a little bit ridiculous. Take him out, burn him. We're gonna two-hand these guys real quick. Damn, it does not matter. I mean, caught up my rolls and shit. Just take you out. Yep, got him. Got him right during an attack. I don't think we gotta hit them. We gotta hit them hard when that happens. Hit a med heal. And we're gonna get our health back up. Holy shit, that was... We are being put through the paces, man. I'm just gonna tell you that. We are being put through the paces as far as this area goes. That guy's not gonna come out and attack us, I don't think. He's just gonna readjust himself. Old Knight Gauntlets, that's cool. It's an armor set we're never ever going to use. That's fucking... Solaire? Yes. So it's not fully Solaire. They don't have the necessary shield. They don't only have the shield. But if you play through Night Rain, you're gonna see a lot of references to Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, Elden Ring, and I think a little bit of Bloodborne too. It'd be kind of cool if we did get like hunters started to get added in. But they added Sekiro too. So here is yeah, I can do the same thing too, buddy. Evil fucking thing. All right. Demon Souls is technically number 1. Unfortunately, so first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna send a big plume of fire down. He's an asshole like that. Get off the weapon call, man, please. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, so yeah, playing through this game, I understand the complaints people had about it. I really do. You out of your mind. I'm dead. Alright, 10-4, you gotta run up on the dragon. We're gonna switch back to the rapier since it's more powerful. Right now it's more damage dealing. Get up now! Jesus. When you get done playing Elden Ring, it feels like you're fighting the game constantly. And that's kind of the thing that like really irks me about playing through Dark Souls 2 is that yeah, you have to fight the game. You gotta fight the game. You gotta take the game slowly. You gotta take it a lot slower than other games, and you gotta like really pick. You gotta pick and choose your battles. I'm playing it like I'm playing Elden Ring. Elden Ring, you're supposed to burn your enemies down way before they can really do much of anything. You have like 10 rolls. You got about 10 rolls. This game, I get 1, 2, 3. I get 3 rolls. Which means that if I'm fighting something that is throwing out shit like crazy, you know what? I got no time for this shit. No! I'm gonna take you out for the extra souls. Ugh. Oh. Take him out. You heard rolling? Yeah, I don't see her anymore. Good. Okay, we're gonna draw the high knight first. Take him out. We're gonna take it slowly. I gotta calm down. 4 hits. Not bad. This takes this guy out. Just go around him. Roll to that. Take him out. Look at the crack blue eye orb, and we're just gonna play it straight. Alright, you're next. Now he's gonna act this little bit weird because we're kind of outside of his range. We're gonna go ahead and heal up with a med heal. If he's gonna sit there and chill, I'm completely fine with that. Yep, take him out. I feel Lily. My cat's doing something around somewhere. I'm not sure what. Oh, she's underneath here. I'm like, where's my cat at, bro? I'm trying to figure that shit out. I got my hair done very recently, so my hair is feeling pretty nice. It feels good to be able to put it back in a ponytail without having to struggle to make it happen. Hairdresser did a pretty good job this time. What's up? I'll do the damage. Get him out of here. I'll pop life gem. There, it's running here. Get him out of here. That was so much harder than it needed to be. I don't understand how they did that shit, but get it out of here. I'm no donkey. I'm not fucking no dragon, so we gotta get her out of here. Get rid of her. Remove her from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse because she's officially banned. The dragon is banned, and we're gonna have to take on Orange Team real quick. So let's open this up. Obedient Life Gem. So this one used to have the Ring of Binding on it. It's a bunch of human effigies. And quite frankly, you've probably spent about 5 or 6 just trying to get here, so it's a nice little trade. And we have old Dragon Slayer. We did callback to you motherfucker. Alright, bet. Not that shit, nope. There we go. Got him out. That was easy. The boss fight itself is pretty damn easy. Getting to the boss fight's the hard part. Dark Souls 2 is infamous for its god-awful runbacks. That's the hardest part about this game. It's not fighting the boss itself, it's getting to the boss. Just getting to the boss itself is a absolute challenge on its own. We'll talk to this guy. He looks pretty cool. I forget what's in here. I think one of them might be a bolt stone. Nope, cracked blue ore. Now you're gonna help me out? With what? No?
Transient. This is no begone.
First we're going to equip a Leo ring. We don't really need this as much as we need this. And you're going to see a... Yeah. Now you're going to help me out? Yeah, mommy was, that bitch was crazy. She was genuinely crazy. We're going to hop over here. I forget... Oh shoot, how do we access that boss fight anyways? It's not here.